Welcome back everyone to another video on the Optis channel. Today we're going to be delving into the PlayStation world and in specific why I believe that the PS5 Pro is not necessary in today's day and age. So stick around because this one is for you if you are interested in the PlayStation 5 Pro and what it will bring to the table and offer us as consumer gamers in the PS fan base. So we're going to get started right here and let's talk about the main thing that's just under the hood of the PlayStation 5 console already with the original PS5 that we all know and love, which is that it includes a AMD Ryzen Zen 2 CPU and the RDNA 2 AMD based graphics as well, which are very powerful units and processing chips that are within the PlayStation 5 console. And some PCs, like gaming PCs that are around 3 times the price of the PlayStation 5 console, still have a hard time competing in terms of the graphical fidelity and performance within the games itself. And that is just something amazing to say about the PlayStation 5 console. Alongside this, Sony's SSD architecture that they brought to the table is very brilliant, it's very rapid, quick, and honestly it's better than a lot of PCs as well, just with its capability. For the $500 US price range of a PlayStation 5 console, you really are getting a lot of things out of it. Alongside this, upgrading to like a PlayStation 5 Pro wouldn't really be necessary. If you think about it this way, if you are a console gamer and you are fine with like your 4K display at 60 FPS on most games, that's what the PlayStation 5 will be able to offer you, right? Of course, if you want to get a 120 frames per second and like higher hertz refresh rate on a screen that you might have, then it's probably worthwhile maybe upgrading to the PlayStation 5 Pro, but it isn't really that much of a jump in visual performance and differences in the game. If you want to see that and that big jump actually happen and you can visually see that and feel it, I would recommend getting a higher end gaming PC aside from just upgrading your PlayStation 5 console. To each his own, but I just wanted to bring out that point because most of the people that are going and purchasing a console might think that because it's a Pro model it is better and it has much more features, but honestly the PlayStation 5 Pro that will be inevitably coming out, I don't think will be a good enough upgrade like we have seen with a PlayStation 4. So the PS4's internals were actually really bad and they ended up diminishing very quickly and rapidly over the time frame with all the more demanding games coming out throughout that time. So the PS4 Pro upgrade to that was probably granted if you were a console gamer, you had a 4K display, you wanted to feel that effects as well as a better fan and a better SSD that was within the PS4 Pro. It was definitely worth the upgrade, right? And alongside this, the price was actually fair as well. It was also around $300 to $400 for the PS4 Pro when it did release and around that time frame. Mind you, it was like around $400 US at the start, but it did get and see some discounts as well, which was definitely worth it. But with the PlayStation 5 and again with its architecture and what it has even till this day, as long as like your PS5 isn't physically damaged in any way and you keep it in decent condition, it should be running you the whole full life cycle, as long as there's some parameters as well that you might need to follow, and that's like upgrading the side panels of the PlayStation 5 so you can get more air intake. Alongside this, also keeping your PS5 in a horizontal position aside from vertical, as doing that long term and playing it and straining your console with like a lot of heat that inevitably does gain, that will actually make the liquid metal melt down and make it harder for you to keep your PS5 in a good healthy condition for a long period of time. So that's why I recommend placing and using your console horizontally, even though it doesn't look good in that way, you would want to do that. But so there you have it. Those are my thoughts of the PlayStation 5 Pro, and the PS5 Pro might be on the horizon, but don't underestimate the extraordinary power that we already have with the original PS5's CPU, GPU, and its internals, and what a gaming beast that we already have within our hands. And honestly, what I want them to do is maybe include a DualSense Pro controller or DualSense Edge controller with the PS5 Pro, then it might be worth the upgrade. If you did go and enjoy this video, a like rating and a comment would really help this channel out. Now it's been your boy Optis, and I'll be catching you guys all in my next video. Goodbye.